What's up, guys? It's Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. We're going to run through some recent news and also take a quick look at the Bitcoin price chart. So looking at the past two cycles specifically, I guess we could look at all of them and just see when Bitcoin breaks into an all-time price, how long did it really range here? So this is the longest Bitcoin has ever ranged, close to its previous cycle top. So looking at 2013, we really didn't hang around much, we just blasted. We can see the next cycle in early 2017. And this is on the weekly time frame, so we can see Bitcoin initially. As we zoom in a bit, we can see Bitcoin broke into an all-time price. No massive weekly candles, no fat monthly candle above, so it poked past the previous cycle top right there. We came back down, and basically 2 months later, we then blasted. The 2013 right away, we can see 2017 about 2 months, and then looking at 2020, considering interest rate cuts, quantitative easing, we really didn't hang around here too long, maybe about 2 weeks if you consider that wick back on November 30th. So if you want to count this, looking at this wick during the week of November 30th on the Bitcoin index price chart, it was just barely a hair above the previous cycle top, and then 2 weeks later, we then got the first major move. So looking at the Bitcoin price chart today, we can see we initially broke into an all-time price, came back down, perfect backtest on the 21-week EMA, came back up to another high, and then came right back down, and we are just below the 21-week EMA. And this has been going on for just over 3 months, so this is the longest that we've ever ranged near the cycle top. And historically, we can see Bitcoin's price action after each election every 4 years, 2012, 2016, 2020, and then this coming up election in November of 2024. Now, on the smaller time frame of the 21-week EMA, we can see this level is important to maintain above. Yes, we've seen wicks below this level before, but it's really important to maintain above it. So I have alerts set for the Bitcoin price chart as we're in this range from its all-time price of 73,700 to 56,600. And regarding the monthly, the 8-month EMA still holding above at 55,855. So really just waiting for Bitcoin to break out of this 100-day range, hopefully a lot sooner than later. And this is the first time in history that Bitcoin created an all-time price before the actual halving date, which are these purple circles. So hopefully we're a lot further ahead. But we just need to see confirmation from Bitcoin of that first major move on the monthly time frame. We can see all these monthly candles during the past cycles. So hopefully in the next month or two, because I don't want to wait well after elections. For me, I've never seen the structure take this long near all-time highs. Also saw Gemini mention that the launch of the spot Ethereum ETFs could come as soon as next week, with one analyst expecting up to $15 billion in inflows over the next 18 months. So hopefully we can get the spot Ether ETF trading to go live this summer. Let's run through some recent info. First up, shared by Good Morning Crypto. So we had 21 shares, which we talked about in the previous video with a variety of exchange-traded products for a variety of assets, XRP, DOT, Algo, AVAX, Solana, etc. So it looks like 21 shares officially filed for a spot Solana ETF. As we can see, 21 shares core Solana ETF. Next up, shared by Cointelegraph, we have the SEC suing Consensus, claiming that MetaMask is an unregistered securities broker. The SEC contends that by enabling these staking programs via the MetaMask platform, Consensus has operated as an unregistered broker and underwriter. And just like Robert says, oh, did they start it again? And for crypto market sentiment, we can see the Fear and Greed Index is at 30 in fear. Next up, we have the XRP Bitcoin price chart on the monthly time frame shared by Dark Defender. So we can see right here the reversal indicator is at the exact level considered for 2017 and 2021 on the monthly time frame. We have the bullish June hammer candle, 2024-2025. So I thought this was interesting. We know 2017 for the XRP US dollar price chart was absolutely a bull run. 2021 was more of a retracement if it is following the Bitcoin fractal I shared previously. This is still during the lawsuit. In exchange delisting, so hopefully since last July XRP was determined not to be a security, we can actually perform when Bitcoin starts running. I know I shared this chart a year or two ago. We have the Cardano Bitcoin chart versus the XRP Bitcoin chart, both on the weekly time frame. So ADA, with the ADA US dollar price chart, was a top performer last cycle for an asset in the top 10. And this is just on the weekly time frame. We can see when the weekly RSI was an oversold, we got a perfect 702 Fibonacci retracement right to the very wick right there. And looking at XRP, we were in oversold last cycle, but we never had that huge move, and we're in a similar position today in oversold. And take this with a grain of salt, but the 702 retracement is a 2,000% move, so that would be XRP just under 10 bucks. So anything's possible, but this is all noise until we get actual confirmation from Bitcoin drawing its first major moves first, and then finding out where Bitcoin dominance finds its top. Next up, shared by Wrath Economan, an absolute must follow, going over Ripple partner Oceanus. A recent report disclosed that all 10 new users used on-demand liquidity or XRP, We know that Ripple rebranded, and instead of just saying ODL, we now just say Ripple Payments. So we have OdenPay moving $98 million Q3, Q4 in 2023. They've also secured financing from UOB and partnered with Chukong Shipping as they expand in China. So we have Ripple partner Oceanus, which is based in Singapore, with their product OdenPay, which is powered apparently by ODL. Next up, shared by Generation Infinity. So we discussed this in a previous video, but just to add a few more details. So Algorand tokenized fund arrives with Archax, issued interests of Aberdeen's 3.8 billion euro money market fund. So we know Archax, the regulated entity based in the UK working on the tokenization of funds. They've tokenized funds for BlackRock and Aberdeen is really big with over $500 billion AUM. We know Archax's recent announcement with the company Ripple. They have collaborations with Ethereum, Hedera, a bunch of networks, and now we can see Algo. We can see Quantos highlighting atomic swaps of regulated financial products, and in this clip, they basically explain that they've been in talks with a Dutch regulator, essentially convincing them that we can use money on public blockchain infrastructure like Algorand.
What you need to do when you're tokenizing a fund like this is you need a regulated tokenization partner. And you need a regulated, better than stablecoin, but you're in particular in Europe, Euro money platform. And so we put these three things together. And so why don't you talk about the tokenization first?
Yeah, so Simon Barnby, one of the co-founding team at Archax, pleased to be here today. So for this project, basically what we've done is Algorand have taken some money. They've turned it into Euro D, the stablecoin. That money has come to us at Archax. We're a regulated exchange broker custodian. We have taken that money, invested it in the Aberdeen Euro money market fund. We then created a token representation of that investment on Algorand. We then have the money market fund on Algorand, which we send back to you guys, where you can then peer-to-peer trade it using your no-code atomic settlement solution. So it's very exciting, the whole process to see complete from beginning all the way through and back to the end.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. It seems that the tokenization or issuing the interest of the Aberdeen fund was a success. I'm curious if they just used a small amount just to kind of test it, because the entire fund is 3.8 billion euros, which is massive. Also for Algo, so this is reposted by Jenny Crypto, highlighting right here some news shared at Decipher in Barcelona. Originally shared by Bullish, so fully on-chain Algo, basically referring to an on-chain debit card about 2 months away with the Para wallet. So in this clip, I believe they mentioned a partner called Immersive, and they are a principal partner of MasterCard, which means they're essentially in direct communication with MasterCard. So this seems to be getting approved by the App Store, as they say above, with Algorand, so basically allowing you to use your Para wallet to purchase products. And this is all on-chain or on Algorand's network via a debit card. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and just regarding sentiment in the crypto asset class, more so the altcoin market specifically, where the Bitcoin price chart is today with its relationship with Bitcoin dominance. And historically, sentiment gets very low, fear goes high as we get closer and closer to our actual bottom before the next retracement. And the next time we see alts retrace 20% or 50%, people are going to come back and they're going to say, hey, why is the market moving? It's a market. It's due to retrace eventually. Bitcoin has just been in a 100-day range. We have to find our market bottom if we're not at it already and get moving for summertime. Next up, shared by the Casper Association Research and Development, introducing Acropolis, a privacy-preserving voting zero-knowledge application. Like I've said before, for applications using decentralized identifiers or zero-knowledge technology, voting is going to be a huge narrative as we get closer and closer to elections. And I'm certain we're going to see some really crazy narratives and crazy pieces of news this election. And here we can see benefits of anonymous voting. The overall trust in the voting mechanism increases, leading to more honesty, especially when voting upon sensitive issues. By verifying votes mathematically, the likelihood of human error in counting and evaluating is reduced, while the high degree of privacy significantly limits opportunities for manipulation. So this is a Medium article shared by the Casper Association going over Acropolis version 1 protocol. And it seems like right here, version 2 for Acropolis is on the way. So we can see Acropolis real-world use cases. So this isn't just government elections, this could be anything for community disputes over open source decision-making. So enterprises, communities, just making decisions. So pretty interesting. I know we're seeing more and more applications focused on this type of use case. And last but not least, guys, we have iTrustCapital linked in the top of the YouTube video description, in the pinned comment, and right in my link tree. I've had a Roth IRA here for 4 years. Feel free to check them out if you're interested in creating a crypto retirement account with a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA for tax-free growth, rolling over your 401k, or any other type of account if you run your own business. In a previous video, we also went over a backdoor Roth IRA. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Big thank you to all that hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.